roots. Spreading his arms wide, he threw the trees back, revealing the rat bastard. "Gotcha!" he shot back. He let loose another jolt of power, and it raced across the space between them, hitting the Aram in the chest. Falling out of the sky like a torpedo, the Aram spun toward the ground, flashing in and out of his true form. Dawson caught a glimpse of leather pants and laughed. This weak excuse for an enemy was decked out like one of the village people. He landed in a bumpy heap a few feet away, twitching for a couple of seconds, and then going still. In his true form, the thing was huge, at least 9 feet long and shaped like the blob, and he smelled like metal. Cold, sharp metal. Weird. Dawson drifted over to check he was really dead before he headed back home. It was late. School was early. The Aram rose up. "Gotcha!" And man, did he get owned. A split second later, the Aram was on him like Ugly on an ape. Christ! For a moment, Dawson lost his form and was back in his worn jeans and light sweater. Black strands of hair obscured his eyes as the shadow slipped over the ground at an alarming rate. Thick tentacles reached out, arching in the air like cobras, then struck, punching straight into Dawson's stomach. He screamed for the first time in his life, really let loose like a pansy, but damn, the Aram got him. Like a match thrown on a pool of gasoline, fire swept through his body as the Aram drained him. His light, his very essence flickered wildly, casting a whitish-blue halo onto the dark, bare branches overhead. He couldn't hold his form. Human, Luxen. Human, Luxen. The pain. It was everything. His whole being. The Aram was taking long drags, sucking Dawson's power right down to his core. He was dying. Dying on ground so frozen that life hadn't even begun to seep back through again. Dying before he'd ever really gotten to see this human world and experience it without all the rules handicapping him. Dying before he even knew what love really was, how it felt and tasted. This was so freaking unfair. Damn it, if he got out of here alive, he was going to really live. Screw this, he would live. Another long, sucking drag and swallow by the Aram, and Dawson's back bowed off the ground. His wide eyes saw nothing. Then a faster, brighter light that burned a whitish red lit up his entire world, shooting among the still-standing trees, coming at them faster than sound. "Brother." Pulling back, the Aram tried to take his human form. Vulnerable as he was in his true form, he wouldn't stand a chance with him. None of the Aram did. Dawson was betting that Aram even knew the name to the light, had whispered it in fear. A dry, rasping laugh caught in Dawson's throat. His brother would love that. White light crashed into the shadowy form, throwing the Aram back several feet. Trees shook, and the ground rolled, tossing him to and fro, like he was nothing more than a pile of limp socks, and the light took up a fighter stance before him, protective and ready to give his life for his family. A series of bolts of intense light shot over Dawson, smacking into the Aram. A keening, high-pitched wail pierced the sky, a dying sound. God, did he hate that sound. And probably should have waited to hear it before he'd approached the Aram earlier. Water under the bridge. Since the draining had been cut off, feeling was returning to his limbs. Pins and needles spread up his legs, over his chest. Sitting up, he still flickered in and out. From the corner of his eye, he saw his brother back the Aram up and then take human form. Bold, brazen. He'd kill the Aram by hand. Show off. And he did. Pulling out a knife made of obsidian, he launched himself at the Aram, said something in a menacing tone before shoving the blade deep into his stomach. A gurgle cut off another wail. As the Aram splintered into smoky, shadowy pieces, Dawson concentrated on who he was, what he was. Closing lids that weren't really there in his true form, he pictured his human body. The form he came to favor over his Luxen one, and connected to in a way that should have brought forth a wealth of shame, but never really did. "Dawson," his brother called out, then spun around and rushed to his side. "Are you okay, man?" "Freaking peachy. Christ, don't ever scare me like that again. I thought—" Demon cut off, dragging his finger.